Our next topic is beamforming and massive MIMO. Beamforming and massive MIMO work together to deliver 5G's demanding throughput and connection densities. Massive MIMO uses multi-antenna array and spatial multiplexing to transmit independent and separately encoded data signals known as streams. These enable simultaneous communications with multiple user equipment (UE) over the same time period and frequency resource. Beamforming is used in TADEM and MIMO to focus the beams more tightly towards individual UE, enabling higher connection densities and minimizing interference between individual beams. Next topic is beamforming overview. Beamforming is used with phased array antenna systems to focus the wireless signals in a chosen direction, normally towards a specific receiving device. This results in an improved signal at the user equipment UE and also less interference between the signals of individual UE. Phased antenna array are designed so that the radiation patterns from each individual element combine constructively with those from neighboring elements, forming an effective radiation pattern, the main lobe, which transmits energy in the desired direction. At the same time, the antenna array is designed so that signals sent in undesired directions destructively interference with each other, forming nulls and side lobes. The overall antenna array system is designed to maximize the energy radiated in the main lobe whilst limiting the energy in the side lobes to an acceptable level. The direction of the main lobe or beam is controlled by manipulating the radio signals applied to each of the individual antenna elements in the array. Each antenna is fed with the same transmitted signal, but the phase and amplitude of the signal fed to each element is adjusted, steering the beam in the desired direction. Fast steering of the beam is achievable since the phase and amplitude of each signal are controlled electronically, allowing adjustments to be made in nanoseconds. Next topic is analog, digital and hybrid beamforming. There are three methods of implementing antenna beamforming. First is analog beamforming. It is the simplest method with the signal phase being changed in the analog domain. The output from a single RF receiver is split into the number of paths corresponding to the number of antenna elements in the array. Each signal path then passes through a phase shifter and is amplified before reaching the antenna element. This is the most cost-effective way of implementing beamforming since it uses a minimal amount of hardware. However, an analog beamforming system can only handle one data stream and generate one signal beam, limiting its effectiveness in 5G where multiple beams are required. Next is digital beamforming. In digital beamforming, each antenna element is fed by its own transceiver and data converters, and each signal is pre-coded with amplitude and phase modification in baseband processing before RF transmission. Digital beamforming enables several sets of signals to be generated and superimposed onto the antenna array elements, enabling a single antenna array to serve multiple beams and hence multi-users. Allowing this flexibility is ideal for 5G networks. Digital beamforming requires more hardware and signal processing, leading to increased power consumption. Although this flexibility is ideal for 5G networks, digital beamforming requires more hardware and signal processing, leading to increased power consumption, particularly at mmWave frequencies where several hundred antenna elements are possible. Next is hybrid beamforming, where analog beamforming is carried out in the RF stage and digital beamforming in the baseband offers a compromise between the flexibility of digital beamforming and the low cost and power consumption of analog. Hybrid beamforming is recognized as a cost-effective solution for large-scale mmWave antenna arrays, and various architectures are being developed for G-Note-B 5G base station implementations. These architectures divide broadly into fully connected, where each RF chain is connected to all antennas, and sub-connected or partially connected, in which RF chain is connected to a set of antenna elements. Each architecture aimed to reduce the hardware and the signal processing complexity while providing near optimal performance, the closest to that of pure digital beamforming. Our next topic is benefits of beamforming. Now let's get into the topic. Beamforming effectively uses the science of electromagnetic interference to enhance the precision of 5G connections, working in tandem with the MIMO to improve throughput and connection density of 5G network cells. The resultant highly directional transmission are particularly beneficial with wave transmission, which suffers heavily from path loss and do not propagate well through obstacles such as walls. The improved signal to noise ratios enabled by beamforming increase signal range from both outdoors and importantly indoor coverage. Beamforming's ability to cancel out or null interference is also a significant benefit in crowded urban environments with high densities of UEs where multiple signal beams can potentially interfere with each other. Overall, by reducing internal and external interference and reducing SNR, beamforming supports high order signal modulation schemes such as 64 QAM and 16 QAM, all of which contribute to a substantial improvements in network cell capacity. Hope you all understood. Meet you in the next topic.
If you have any queries, please get in touch with us by typing your comment in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Do like and subscribe to our videos. So what are you waiting for? Join us for the course and do subscribe to our YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. Also, if you like our videos, don't forget to hit the like button and share our videos.